What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today we have brand new postseason content coming out into the game. All of the Division Series moment players are now within Diamond Dynasty, and then of course we still have the LCS moments, which the LCS is wrapped up for the Nationals and Cardinals. That was a sweet, very interesting series. And then of course we still have the Yankees and Astros. Astros have a 2-1 lead right now. Quickly, if you guys could leave a like down below on this video, definitely would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. I did upload Babe Ruth gameplay last night, signature series. If you want to see that, make sure to check that out, top right hand corner. But let's go ahead and take a look at all the new cards that are in the game today. I believe there are a good amount of them. They definitely came out with a few, and we're gonna start out with the Luis Arias right here. For the Minnesota Twins, of course, they got swept by the New York Yankees, which was unfortunate as a Minnesota native, as you guys know. But Arias or Arise comes with 116 and 98 contact, 65-35 power, 109 vision. That's the big thing right there. He does have really good vision, so he is going to be a good bat against righties. Of course, a lefty with 116-65 splits. Not much power, but you know, that's really what you expect. Defense is good enough at second base, 73 fielding, 75 arm. If you do try to put him in his secondary positions, so third base or a shortstop, he is going to drop down below to bronze defense, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend. And then 65 speed. This is an 88 overall card, nothing too crazy as far as that goes. Hit 455 and led all postseason hitters in the Division Series round. He had a really good season, you know, one of those rookies that a lot of people I don't think really looked at that heavily, but he had a very nice, strong rookie season for the Minnesota Twins. Here we have Kenta Maeda. Dodgers season cut short. A lot of people probably weren't expecting this coming into the series, but of course, you know, we got postseason Kershaw, and you know, shit happens. But Kenta Maeda, this is a reliever card. Of course, with the postseason, we always get a bunch of starters who come in relief appearances, and oftentimes they get reliever cards. He only has 46 stamina, which isn't that good actually. It's better than most, but not too crazy. Let me not cover up that for a second. He has a slider, a four-seam fastball, circle changeup, and a curveball. 102 hit 9, 94 K9, 85 walk 9, 97 pitch clutch. He doesn't throw all that hard, about 94, 95 miles per hour. About a 12 mile per hour drop off from that four seam to a circle changeup. This card on paper doesn't look too crazy. I would have to use it. His slider is his primary pitch. Doesn't go too hard, but does have 99 break. It does look like, I assume that's the pitch that has that 99 break. So it's an interesting card, nothing too crazy. Like I said, this card is a lot better in my opinion. Might be a little bit biased, of course. You guys know as a Rays fan, Blake Snell only comes with 44 stamina, 90 hit 9, 100 K9, 86 walk 9, 62 home runs per 9. Doesn't really matter, of course. Once again, that attribute doesn't affect gameplay any longer. 96 four-seam fastball. Changeup doesn't go that much slower, about 11 miles per hour, so nothing too drastic right there. And then, of course, a curveball and a slider. This could be a pretty fun card. Of course, lefty on lefty would be definitely tough to hit. I think he has good pitches for that. There's definitely better options out there. I think they could have made these reliever cards a little bit better if they could have gave him around 60 stamina, because I feel like that would have made him a lot better. They could have been more useful to just kind of eat up innings if you need them to be long relievers, but you know, that is how they decided to go with them. Next we have Kolten Wong for the St. Louis Cardinals. Not going to take any more shots at them. You guys have been through enough. 93-95 contact, 58-65 power, 87 vision, diamond defense at 92 fielding. Over at second base, does drop down to gold if you put him in center, but at second base, phenomenal defense. In center, he would have only 70 arm strength, which doesn't really matter at second base, so that's no big deal. And then 66 speed in center as well, so I definitely would recommend to play him at his native position to second base. This is a really solid card. The only potential downside you might be able to nitpick at is his vision. At only an 87, you would like to see that maybe above like 95 or something something, but this is a really solid card. You know, contact about 95 per side, you know, 60, 65 power, good, great defense. This is a really nice card right there for Kolten Wong. Next up, we have Masahiro Tanaka, who, you know, was dominant, you know, against the Astros, pitched phenomenal. This is postseason Tanaka. And this card, 87 stamina, 86 hit 9, 89 K9, 81 walk 9, 70 home runs per 9. Once again, does not matter. Doesn't throw all that hard. You know, that's kind of just what to expect from Tanaka cards. Only about 93, 94, maybe gonna top out on his four-seam fastball. Does have 5 pitches, a slider, a splitter, a four-seam, a sinker, and a curveball. Personally, I really like those pitches. I like the splitter a lot, and the sinker, of course, you can kind of get away with it this year. It's not really entirely realistic to kind of, you know, throw up and in sinkers. You don't see that happen in real life all that often, but it's very effective in MLB The Show. I think this is a pretty solid card. He has pretty good walk 9. I would like to see that maybe a little bit higher considering he doesn't throw that hard, but this is a really good card. I would definitely be interested to try him. Like I said, very good pitch mix. It's just all a matter of can he hit his spots and limit walks. That's the big thing. 81 walks per round. Not great, but not bad also. Next up, we have Mike Soroka for the Atlanta Braves. Another starter getting a lot of pitchers in this selection. 93 stamina, 88 hit 9, 70 K9, 92 walk 9, 81 home runs per 9, 90 pitch clutch. 2 fastballs, 4-seam and 2-seam, changeup and a curveball, pretty basic pitch mix. Gonna throw about 95, 96 miles per hour topping out. Pretty good differential from the 4-seam to a changeup at about 14 miles per hour. That's nice to see right there. You know, this card, I would like to see a slider or something instead of the 2-seamer. That would make it a lot better in my opinion. I think there's better options. I like the Tanaka more. I like the reliever starter options more. Not a huge fan. Next up, Howie Kendrick. Realistically, could probably get another card considering he, you know, is the National League you know, the NLCS MVP. 103, 98 contact, 95, 73 power, 88 vision. Can play second base natively. That is his primary position. Also can play the entire outfield and first and third. Defense isn't great. 68 fielding at second base. That's good enough there and for first base. Otherwise, I don't really know where else I'd put him. Maybe left field, but do not put him in third, center, or right in my opinion. Arm is too, you know, not good. And he's slow as hell. 37 speed. You know, he's getting up in age. He used to be a lot quicker on his feet, but this is a decent card for what it's worth. You know, for a righty, you would maybe like to see a little bit more power versus lefties, considering that should be his better side. But this is pretty solid overall. You know, nice little guy that you could maybe throw on your bench because he can play those spots. Not well, but he can play them without seeing too significant of a hit. That's a decent card right here, but this is the best one definitely. Is Jose Altuve. Once again, talk about another guy who could get another card. He's having a nice ALCS against the Yankees. 89, 105 contact, 88, 90 power from a 5'6" Jose Altuve. Really transformed if you look from where he was in the start of his career to now. You probably wouldn't have ever saw this, you know, how much power he really does hit for. 85 vision. Fielding is above bronze, so that's better than his live series. He does actually have pretty good arm strength for being a second baseman. 78 speed. Stealing is a little bit low. I do like this card though. He can play short. I wouldn't put him at short, but this is good. You know, like I said, pretty good speed at about 80 for second base. That's above average. You know, 90 power per side. This is a very good offensive second baseman. Defensively, not so much, but offensively, great option. I personally do like Jose Altuve's swing, so that's a nice little option. Of course, all these cards are going to be made available through the postseason moments that you're going to be able to do over here, so we're going to check those out. They are found within the 8th inning, and then you go down to the division series, and you can choose 2 players. I wasn't too sure how they were going to do this. Maybe I thought it was going to be rare and you know, base tier, but nope, they're all on the same tier. You can pick 2 of these cards, any 2 that you want. It does not matter. And of course, the important part is you get that voucher once again. Once you get those completed, once you get the pack, you're going to get that voucher in your unlockables, and it is going to up here right alongside this one right here. So that's the important part that is going to be vital in the postseason collection. So even if you have no interest in any of those cards or the stubs that you could get for selling them, because they are all sellable, make sure to do it, get that voucher, because we should be seeing some good stuff come out of that. Quickly, also want to make your attention, there is tournaments, I guess, weekly rewards, $25,000 in prizing for MLB The Show 19. I don't know how this is going to work. You can sign up, you can hit this link right here, and it should take you, Mulligan, no, you cannot. Basically, just go on the PlayStation website. You should be able to see it from there. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with that. I'm not really too sure, but let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think about all these new postseason cards. ALCS Game 4 is postponed for tonight. It's going to go until tomorrow, and Tanaka's on the hill. Should be a good matchup. Let me know who you think is going to win that. And Nationals versus Astros / Yankees, who do you have winning the World Series this year? If you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. There, guys, I'm out. Yay!